Hey everyone, this is weather forecaster Liam here with a brand new video of TRA weather. Here's your top weather news and headlines. We've had an early start to hurricane season with already 2 tropical storms before the official start date on June 1st. We'll take a look at the 5-day tropical development outlook from the National Hurricane Center to see if we could have yet another storm before June 1st. And most of us are feeling the heat, but especially in the western United States where temperatures are in the hundreds. Excessive heat warnings have been issued for some places. We'll see exactly where and also the temperature forecast for the entire United States this weekend. And it isn't May without some severe weather, which is likely this weekend across much of the northeastern United States. All this and more is coming up right here on TRA Weather. Alright, today is May 28th. Let's start off with a look at the National Weather Service hazards map where not too much is really going on right now. We do have some flash flood watches and flood warnings across the Midwest and Southeastern United States, but again, other than that, not too much happening across that region. Though once we start getting to the southwestern United States, we start seeing some orange and purple showing up on the map, and those are heat advisories and excessive heat warnings, mainly across the states of California, Nevada, and Arizona, where temperatures are going to be in the hundreds and even some cases in the hundred teens. It's going to be just dreadful outside across those places. I'll have the 3-day temperature forecast for the entire United States coming up in just a bit. But first, let's take a look at the 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook from the National Hurricane Center, where we already seen this twice this year, and it's not even hurricane season yet. We actually had 2 tropical storms. One was named Arthur, and one was named Bertha, which you can actually see right in the western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio region, or, well, the remnants of Bertha. It made landfall in South Carolina as a tropical storm, 50 miles per hour, just brought some moderate to heavy rainfall to that region, and also some gusty winds and rough surf conditions. That was also the same case scenario for Tropical Storm Arthur. And this is not exactly unheard of, though it is uncommon to see not 1 but 2 tropical storms before the official start date of hurricane season 2020. Now, thankfully, there's not any development expected across the Atlantic region for at least the next 5 days. Though once we head over to the Pacific, we do actually have an area of interest just south of Mexico, where it has an 80% chance of developing into some sort of storm, whether that be a tropical depression, a tropical storm, or even a hurricane within the next 5 days. And also, it has a 40% chance of developing in the next 2 days. So I'll keep an eye on that, but I really don't think that is going to affect the United States at all in any sort of way, which is good news. And also, make sure to watch TRA Weather tomorrow for the 2020 hurricane season forecast. Going to take a quick look back at last year's hurricane season and also what you can expect for this year's hurricane season. It's going to be a very informative video, so I hope you watch it and you will know what the 2020 hurricane season is expected to bring for your area. So now let's take a look at something we haven't seen here on TRA Weather in quite a while, and that's the United States Drought Monitor map, where we actually have extreme drought conditions across southern Colorado, northern New Mexico, western Kansas, northern California, and western Oregon. Now, thankfully, there's some rain in the forecast for the northwestern United States, so that will help those drought conditions there. Though can't say the same around the Colorado, New Mexico, Kansas region. We'll just have to monitor those drought conditions over the next few weeks to see if they get worse. Though now let's head on over to the Climate Prediction Center temperature outlook for the next 6 to 10 days. And you can see almost the entire United States is expected to be above average, with that bullseye near 100% chance of seeing above average temperatures across the Midwest and central portions of the United States. Now those areas shaded in blue on the very east coast of the United States, southern Texas, and much of the state of Washington State, even if you are below average, you're not going to be below average by much. And now for this weekend's temperature forecast across the entire United States, and we're going to start off with Friday's high temperature. You can see just how warm it is across the United States with widespread upper 70s, 80s, 90s, and even a few hundreds across the far southwestern United States, Arizona, Nevada, and California. And if you do live in those regions under that excessive heat warning, make sure to take frequent breaks, drink plenty of water, and get into air-conditioned buildings to prevent heat exhaustion. Now forward to Friday night's low temperature, things definitely do cool down quite a bit, widespread 60s and 50s, even a few 40s across the far north central United States. Now to Saturday's high temperature, things cool down just a little bit across the far north central United States, and also the western United States across northern California, western Oregon, and Washington State as some moisture gets pulled in from the Pacific Ocean, bringing some rain to those areas. Now to Saturday night's low temperature, things actually cool down even more than they did Friday night's low temperature, where we squeeze in more 40s across the north central, northeast, and western United States, along with 40s and maybe even some 30s across the Rocky Mountains. Now forward to Sunday's high temperature, roughly the same as Saturday's high temperature, though some warmer temperatures now for the central and north central United States. Now forward one more time to Sunday night's low temperature, things are a little warmer again across the central and north central United States, though still 40s across the northeast and western United States. And now let's head on over to the future radar forecast from the NAM model. This is going to be for the entire United States, and we're starting off at 9 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. See, we do have a line of showers, a cold front making its way eastward across the Midwest and Southeastern United States, bringing some scattered thunderstorms along with it, but really nothing too severe, just some strong winds and some occasional lightning and maybe some small hail. Though that will dissipate later on tonight and into Friday morning. You can see by 12 p.m. Eastern Time Friday, that line of showers does start to reappear a little bit across the mid-Atlantic and also northeastern United States. It becomes more numerous as the afternoon and evening go on, and a few isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out, along with some gusty winds and some moderate-sized hail. So if you do live in the northeastern United States and also portions of the mid-Atlantic, do keep an eye on those severe thunderstorms tomorrow, as again, they could produce some strong winds, some moderate hail, and a few isolated tornadoes. Though later on the night Friday into the overnight hours going into Saturday, they will eventually dissipate, and that line of showers is now over Canada and also the Atlantic Ocean. Though we start seeing some rain now across the far western United States, across northern California, western Oregon, and western Washington State, as they get some much needed rain for those drought conditions and also much cooler temperatures across that region. Now, right before we end out this video, let's take a quick look at our TRA weather prediction for Friday and Friday overnight. Now, we may only have a medium risk for seeing severe thunderstorms across portions of the northeast and mid-Atlantic regions. Don't let that take your guard down, because there is still a possibility of some isolated tornadoes, hail, and some gusty winds. So be prepared for some severe weather Friday and Friday overnight if you live in that yellow shaded area across, again, the northeast and mid-Atlantic regions. Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. are all under that medium risk for seeing severe thunderstorms, and outside of that medium risk, the low risk for seeing severe thunderstorms shaded in green, Boston, New York City, Charlotte, Orlando, Atlanta, Nashville, and Indianapolis, you're all under that low risk for seeing severe thunderstorms Friday and Friday overnight. Thanks for watching my video. I really hope you did enjoy it. Make sure to like and share this video with family and friends or whoever you would think that would enjoy watching TRA weather, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also check out the links listed below to both my Twitter and Instagram pages, and also an invite link to my weather Discord channel. Thank you. See you next time.